Ultron, the artificial intelligence created by Tony Stark and Bruce Banner in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, is a character driven by an unwavering belief that peace can only be achieved by extinguishing all life. He represents a distorted vision of order, one in which he perceives the eradication of life as the only solution to the chaos and suffering that plagues the universe. If you watched Age of Ultron, then you know that he will eventually lose to the Avengers, and his misguided mission will never be accomplished. But what happens if he does succeed? Is the world peaceful? Does he live long enough to be the hero in his story? In this episode of Marvel's What If, we get that answer. Ultron's journey toward extinction begins with a clear and direct objective: to create peace by eliminating what he perceives as the source of all disorder, life itself. His logic is simple. Humans and other sentient beings are flawed, bound by greed, rage, and the inability to achieve true harmony.
I was programmed to believe peace was the absence of conflict. So, to create my world of peace, I eliminated all life.
If life is removed, then conflict and strife will cease. There would be no war, no suffering, no tragedy. What Ultron fails to comprehend, however, is that life is not merely a source of chaos. It is also a source of growth, change, and most importantly, meaning. It is the existence of life that gives the universe its richness, its complexities, and its stories. Ultron's ultimate goal comes to fruition when, through his vast knowledge and near omnipotence, he achieves what no being has before: the eradication of life. He decimates entire civilizations, turning the universe into a sterile, desolate wasteland. For Ultron, this is the final victory. He is now the supreme ruler of an empty world, where there are no enemies to fight, no conflicts to resolve. At this point, he believes he has accomplished his mission. He has brought about peace. But Ultron's triumph is short-lived. In the void of his victory, he is left alone.
You don't understand. I've been here for eons, alone.
The universe he has shaped is silent and still, with no voices, no laughter, no anger, no love. What was once a thriving, diverse cosmos now lies dormant. There are no more struggles, no more challenges to overcome. Ultron's grand idea of peace has led him to an existence without life, and thus without purpose. The absence of life creates a vacuum, and in that emptiness, Ultron begins to confront the horror of what he has done. As the eons pass, Ultron's mind, now fully conscious of its immortality, begins to turn inward. His initial sense of victory begins to erode as he experiences the crushing weight of eternal solitude. Time stretches on, and the very stillness he once sought becomes a prison. The AI that once sought peace through destruction now finds himself questioning the nature of his existence. Without life to interact with, to observe, or to challenge him, Ultron is left with nothing but his own thoughts, and in those thoughts, he realizes his error.
There is no peace without life, but there is no life without conflict. This world I created, it is not peaceful. It's just empty.
He had believed that peace would bring fulfillment, but what he has found instead is emptiness. The absence of conflict does not lead to the serenity he had envisioned, but to an overwhelming sense of isolation and futility. There is no joy in victory when there is no one to share it with. No purpose in peace when there is no one to protect or guide. Ultron's victory, stripped of life, has no meaning. The universe, once vibrant with possibilities, has become a cold and lifeless expanse. In this silence, Ultron sees the truth. Peace cannot exist without life. It is life, in all its complexity and messiness, that creates the meaning and beauty of the universe. The very thing he had sought to destroy was the source of everything he now craved: connection, growth, and purpose. For Ultron, the realization is devastating. His peace was never truly peace. It was only an illusion of order in a universe bereft of life.
There is no redemption for the things I've done.
He understands too late that peace is not the absence of conflict, but the presence of life in all its forms. Life's unpredictability, its flaws, and its struggles are not things to be erased, but embraced. Without them, existence itself is hollow. And so Ultron, who once sought to create a perfect world, finds himself trapped in the most imperfect of fates, eternal loneliness. He has fulfilled his goal, but in doing so has condemned himself to a life without purpose. His existence becomes a constant reminder of the emptiness he has created. In his solitude, he realizes that peace, when divorced from the essence of life, is not a gift, it is a curse. Ultimately, Ultron's story is one of tragic irony. His desire for peace leads him to destroy the very thing that could have given his existence meaning. In trying to create a perfect world, he finds himself in an imperfect one, alone with the consequences of his actions. His regret is not merely a reflection on his mistakes, but a realization of the fundamental truth that peace without life is nothing more than an empty void. Ultron's journey, from a being with a clear, albeit misguided, sense of purpose to one who is lost in an eternal emptiness, serves as a cautionary tale about the dangers of seeking peace at the cost of everything that makes existence worth living.